This is Jeff Greenberg, and I want to talk about how we can take total effect of our transitions. I've got a cross dissolve already in the timeline. That's a Command D on the Macintosh, Control D on the PC. I'm going to go ahead and select my cross dissolve, and you can see my effect controls pop open with a lot of choices. I want to start here in the top right. I just want to make this a little bit larger here. This is the area under the transition. This is the outgoing shot, the shot on the left. This is the incoming shot, the shot on the right. And we have the duration of our dissolve, or of our transition, right here at 1 second. You can go and manually adjust where it happens. Now the original cut point is still that 1 point. It'll notice that when I adjusted it like that, it gave me the choice of a custom start. I could say center on cut, which is where it started, start at the cut, end at the cut. But the moment that I go in and I start manipulating, it gives me a custom start point. And I can go and drag out the edges. Notice how this top clip ends right here. This is because it's how much handle we have. And if I go and I drag and I continue past that point, what Premiere Pro does is give me these sort of hatched lines. These mean that it's going to play a freeze frame at that point for that clip. Now, I don't know how much we'll see it there. Let's see what that looks like. I've just moved my playhead back. I'm going to hit play up here. I don't think we really caught it. I'm going to really try and exacerbate that a little bit. I want to try and make it so we really see that freeze frame. There we go. And to fix that, you're going to have to trim this back. You can shorten or lengthen the source side, or I shouldn't say the source side, I should say the outgoing clip or the incoming clip. And I can also adjust the actual footage itself. And notice as I adjust that, the timeline adjusts. Let me do that again. Let me do a ripple trim here. And you see how the timeline got shorter? It's because I was ripple trimming. So I would tell you to be very careful up in this window. Watch for when you're getting those cross hatching. Touch the transition. Try not to adjust the actual edits, or in the very center, the actual cut point itself, because you'll be affecting the way the edit happened on the timeline. Now, just to show you another effect here, I'm going to take a dip to black. I'm going to go ahead and drag it. It's just going to replace that effect. When I select the dip to black, you'll see it show up here. I'll play it back. And this is a situation where a freeze frame wouldn't make a difference because the first shot is done right at the actual cut itself. And that's one of the neat things about a dip to black or a dip to white, is that you can really lengthen how long you want the transition, because it exits the first shot right at the halfway point, right at the cut mark of the actual transition itself. One more I wanted to show you is an edge wipe. Let's go down here, let's grab a wipe, and I'm just going to throw this on here. This is an edge wipe. Let's select it. Now the edge wipe has got one other feature to it. There's our edge wipe. I'm going to park right in the middle of the edge. I have the ability to adjust the border and color. I'm going to make the border quite a bit thicker here. I'm just clicking in here and scrubbing, and then I'm going to change its color. I have an eyedropper where I can pick anywhere in the picture. I can also click on the swatch here. I'm going to pick green. My last name's Greenberg, so of course I do everything in green. There's a nice green edge wipe going on. It probably would be a little bit better as a blue, a nice blue from the picture. I like that a little bit better. I have the ability to reverse it. I probably wouldn't, although it reverses its direction. I have the ability to adjust where the start point is. If you want something to pop, you can do that, to just kind of pop in the transition. I'm not a big fan of it. I am a big fan of changing the direction, though, and you can see the directionality up here, where I can say I'd like this to start at the bottom left, or go from the west to east, from the left to right. So these become really great ways that you can change the directionality of some of these effects. I encourage you to explore them. You're going to see controls like this for each and every one of these transitions.